Hello children, good morning. This is class 6, term 3 grammar. Today we are going to see about grammar. In grammar, we are going to see about sentences. Okay children, now let's see about the definition about sentences. A collection of words that are arranged to put forward a sensible thought is called a sentence. A collection of words that are arranged to put forward a sensible thought is called a sentence. It may be defined as a group of words. It may be defined as a group of words that contains a subject and a predicate and expresses a complete thought. It may be defined as a group of words that contains a subject and a predicate and expresses a complete thought. These sentences are mainly divided into two parts. The sentences are mainly divided into two parts, subject, predicate. The sentences are mainly divided into two parts, subject, predicate. The subject and the predicate may consist of a single word or many words. The subject and the predicate may consist of a single word or many words. Okay children, now let's see some examples for subject and predicate. Birds fly. Birds is a subject, fly is a predicate. Birds fly, birds is a subject, fly is a predicate. The boys of a school made Vignesh captain. The boys of a school is a subject, made Vignesh captain is a predicate. The boys of a school made Vignesh captain. The boys of a school is subject, made Vignesh captain is a predicate. Barking dogs seldom bite. Barking dogs is a subject, seldom bite is a predicate. Barking dogs seldom bite. Barking dogs is a subject, seldom bite is a predicate. Every sentence begins with a capital letter and ends with punctuation. Every sentence begins with a capital letter and ends with punctuation. There are 4 types of sentences we use when we write. There are 4 types of sentences we use when we write. Statements, questions, commands and exclamations. Statements, questions, commands and exclamation. Okay children, now let's see the types of sentences. Now let's see the types of sentences. Okay children, let's see the different types of sentences. There are 4 types of sentences. There are 4 types of sentences. Declarative sentence, imperative sentence, interrogative sentence and exclamatory sentence. Declarative sentence, imperative sentence, interrogative sentence and exclamatory sentence. Okay children, now let's see the definition for declarative sentence. Declarative sentence. Declarative sentence expresses a particular statement. Declarative sentence expresses a particular statement. A sentence is a group of words expresses a complete thought. A sentence is a group of words expresses a complete thought. It is used to declare something to give information. It is used to declare something to give information. It can be simple, complex or compound sentence. It can be simple, complex or compound sentence. Declarative sentence ends with full stop. Declarative sentence ends with full stop. This image is an example for declarative sentence. Declarative sentence ends with full stop. Okay, children. Now let's see some examples for declarative sentences. He runs. In the first sentence, he is a subject, runs is a verb, where it ends with full stop. So, it is an example for declarative sentence. She sings. She is a subject, sings is a word, and it is end in full stop. So, it is an example for declarative sentence. I like climbing. So, in this sentence also there is a subject and a verb, and also it ends with full stop. So, it is also an example for declarative sentence. Also in the last example, my cat is black. So it is also tells the definition of declarative sentence where it ends in full stop. So it is also an example for declarative sentence. Okay, children. Next, we see the definition about interrogative sentence. Interrogative sentence. An interrogative sentence is one that asks a direct question and always ends in question mark. An interrogative sentence is one that asks a direct question and always ends in a question mark. The term interrogative sentence is another name for a question. The term interrogative sentence is another name for a question. It contains a direct question and an interrogation mark is put at them in the end of the sentence. It contains a direct question and an interrogation mark is put at them in the end of the sentence. Okay, children, this is the example figure for interrogative sentence. Question mark is an important figure used in interrogation sentence. Okay, children, now let's see some examples for interrogative sentences. Who are you? It is an direct question. So, it is an example for interrogative sentence which ends in question mark. What is your name? What is your name is a direct question. So, it ends with question mark. So, it is also an example for interrogative sentence. Why are you late? It also refers to a direct question and ends with question mark. It is an example for interrogative sentence. Okay, children, let's see the definition for imperative sentence. Definition for imperative sentence. Imperative sentence. An imperative sentence gives a command to make request or a wish. An imperative sentence gives a command to make request or a wish. It mostly ends with full stop and sometimes an exclamation mark. It mostly ends with a full stop and sometimes with an exclamation mark. The subject in an imperative sentence is always in the second person. The subject in an imperative sentence is always in the second person. Let's see some examples for imperative sentence. Please give me your pillows. It is an kind of a request. So, it is an imperative sentence which ends in full stop. Shut the door. Shut the door is an example for imperative sentence where it orders to shut the door. So, it is an example for imperative sentence. Have mercy on us is an example for imperative sentence. It is something we have to do, like have mercy on us. It is an example for imperative sentence. Okay, children, this is the figure which is an example for imperative sentence. Now, let's see the definition for exclamatory sentence. Definition for exclamatory sentence. An exclamatory sentence expresses happiness, anger, fear, disgust, and shock. An exclamatory sentence expresses happiness, anger, fear, disgust, and shock. It ends with an exclamation mark. It ends with an exclamation mark. It makes a statement that conveys strong emotion or excitement. It makes a statement that conveys strong emotion or excitement. Here are some examples for exclamatory sentence. Happy birthday, Amy. Happy birthday, Amy is an example for exclamatory sentence where it conveys an happy emotion. So it also ends with exclamation mark. So it is an example for exclamatory sentence. Okay children, this is the figure used for exclamatory sentence. Exclamation mark is used importantly in exclamation sentence. Now let's see some exercises which we gone through in this session. Okay children, now let's do some exercises which we have seen in our session. Identify the subject and the predicate in the following sentences. Identify the subject and the predicate in the following sentences. The sun was shining brightly. The sun was shining brightly. For this question, answer is the sun is a subject, was shining brightly is a predicate. The sun is a subject, was shining brightly is a predicate. The dogs were barking loudly. The dogs were barking loudly. The dogs is a subject, were barking loudly is a predicate. The dogs is a subject, were barking loudly is a predicate. The pretty girl was wearing a blue frock. The pretty girl was wearing a blue frock. The pretty girl is a subject, was wearing a blue frock is a predicate. The pretty girl is a subject, was wearing a blue frock is a predicate. My younger brother serves in the army. My younger brother serves in the army. My younger brother is a subject. Serves in the army is predicate. My younger brother is a subject. Serves in the army is predicate. Man and his wife were working in the garden. The man and his wife were working in the garden. The man and his wife is a subject. Were working in the garden is a predicate. The man and his wife is a subject. Were working in the garden is a predicate. Okay children, now let's see some examples for declarative sentence. We are going to see about some examples for declarative sentences. I and my sister don't see each other anymore. I and my sister don't see each other anymore, where subject and a predicate were used in the declarative sentence. And also full stop is also used in declarative sentence. Tomorrow early morning, first I go to morning walk. Tomorrow early morning, first I go to morning walk. It is also an example for declarative sentence where it ends with full stop. Chemistry is my favorite subject, but my brother really likes social studies. Chemistry is my favorite subject, but my brother really likes social studies, where it ends with full stop. So it is an example for declarative sentence. They go to the gallery every Saturday. They go to a gallery every Saturday. In the sentence, it ends with full stop. It is an example for declarative sentence. Shoes were brand new and now they are missing. Her shoes were brand new and now they are missing. In the sentence, it ends with full stop. So it declares something. So it is an example for declarative sentence. Okay, children. Now we are going to see about some examples for imperative sentences. We are going to see some examples for imperative sentence. Shall we go to the cinema? Shall we go to the cinema? Here, imperative sentences are verbs that create an imperative sentences where a sentence start gives commands or order. Shall we sleep? Here, imperative are verbs that create an imperative sentence where a sentence start gives commands or order. Shall we not go to the cinema? Here, imperative are verbs that create an imperative sentence where a sentence that gives commands or orders. Shall we not eat dinner here? Shall we not eat dinner here? Here, imperatives are verbs that create imperative sentences where a sentence start gives commands or order. Where a sentence start gives commands or order. Do not talk to me like that. Do not talk to me like that. It is an imperative sentence where it is a verb that create an sentence of imperative where a sentence that gives commands or order. Not make that sound. Here imperative are verbs that create an imperative sentence where a sentence start gives commands or orders. Do not walk fastly. Do not walk fastly. Imperative are verbs that create an imperative sentence where a sentence that gives commands or order. Where a sentence that gives commands or order. Okay, children, let's see some examples for interrogative sentence. Examples for interrogative sentence. Okay, children. Interrogative sentence always ends with question mark and always have WH questions. Always have a WH question and also ends with question mark. When will you visit your mom's? When is a question like WH question and ends with question mark. It is an example for interrogative sentence. Do you live? Where is the WH question? Lastly, it ends with question mark. So, it is an example for interrogative sentence. Haven't you started studying? Why is a WH question and ends with question mark? It is an interrogative example. Haven't you started studying? Why is a WH question and ends with question mark. So it is an example for interrogative sentence. What kind of music do you want to dance to? What is a WH question and also it ends with question mark. It is an example for interrogative sentence. Which car would make you happier? Which is referred to a WH question and ends with question mark. It is an example for interrogative sentence. Okay, children. Now let's see some examples for exclamatory sentence. Now let's see some examples for exclamatory sentence. Okay, children. Finally, we came to the last example for exclamatory sentence. How beautiful this city is. How beautiful this city is. Exclamatory sentence which always ends with exclamation mark. In this sentence, it ends with exclamation mark. So, it is an example for exclamatory sentence. Sarah wiped a board. In the sentence, it ends with exclamation mark. So, it is an example for exclamation sentence. Oh, I missed the service. Here, it also ends with question mark. So, it is an example for exclamation sentence. Don't talk, get out. It ends with exclamation mark. So, it is an example for exclamatory sentence. Please help me now. It is an action which is pleasing something. So it is also ends with exclamation mark. So it is an example for exclamatory sentence. Read the following sentences and state their kind. Read the following sentences and state their kind. Please leave your footwear outside. Please leave your footwear outside. So, it is an example for interrogative sentence. My sister lives in Mexico. My sister lives in Mexico. It is an example for declarative sentence. Never speak to me like that again. Never speak to me like that again. It is an example for imperative sentence. Get out. It is an example for exclamatory sentence. Okay children, we came to the last part of our session today. It is an evaluation. Divide each of the following sentences into subject and predicate. Divide each of the following sentences into subject and predicate. Barking dogs seldom bite. Barking dogs seldom bite. A thing of beauty is a joy forever. A thing of beauty is a joy forever. Some mischievous are the highest mountain. Some mischievous are the highest mountain. The man standing in the corner is a policeman. The man standing in the corner is a policeman. The rolling stone gathers moss. The rolling stone gathers moss. Fill in the blanks with WH questions. Fill in the blanks with WH questions. Dash are you? Dash are you? Dash are you going to work? Dash are you going to work? Dash one is yours. Dash one is yours. Dash long you have been there. Dash long you have been there. Name the types of sentences. What is your name? What is your name? My brother went to Sweden. My brother went to Sweden. Have a great weekend. Have a great weekend. Oh, what a nice trip it was. Oh, what a nice trip it was. Write some sentences for subject and predicate. Children, you have to write some sentences of your own in subject and predicate. Select if the sentences is declarative, interrogative, exclamative or imperative. Please put my pencil on a desk. I like to play outside. How many squirrels do you see in the tree? How many squirrels do you see in the tree? Do you know the Muffin Man? Do you know the Muffin Man? I love pizza. I love pizza. Please take out your folders. Please take out your folders. My shoe is untied. My shoe is untied. Happy birthday, Dracula. Happy birthday, Dracula. Minions are the color yellow. Minions are the color yellow. Do not run in the hallway. Do not run in the hallway. Children, listen carefully. You have to select if the sentences is declarative, interrogative, exclamatory or imperative. You have to write the types of sentences. Okay children, I hope you all enjoyed this video session by learning what is meant by sentences and its types with examples. So, after listening to this video, write the evaluation part in your classwork. On the next day, I will teach you with new interesting video. I also hope that you all understood this grammar part. So, we will meet with interesting topic in next video session.